Welcome back to Midnight Signal AI. It's March 3rd, 2026, and we're here to break down today's most important AI stories. Coming up, Microsoft deepens its partnership with Starlink in Kenya. The first AI agent lands on a smartwatch, and we'll tackle new research on why specialized AI may outpace general models. Plus, a look at the human side of the AI boom, and why developers may actually be working longer hours. Let's dive in. First up, from Yahoo Finance, Microsoft is expanding its alliance with Starlink to drive Azure cloud and AI adoption in Kenya. This move aims to leverage Starlink's satellite connectivity to bring cloud-based AI services to areas with limited internet infrastructure. Microsoft's goal is to accelerate digital transformation in East Africa, making AI tools accessible even in remote regions.
It's a strategic play. Starlink's low Earth orbit satellites can reach places fiber can't, and combining that with Azure's AI stack could be a game changer for education, agriculture, and local startups. It's also a sign that big tech is seeing real opportunity in African markets, not just as consumers, but as future creators and innovators.
Exactly. And it's not just about connectivity. Microsoft is pitching this as a way to drive job creation and local innovation. If they succeed, we could see a new generation of AI-native businesses emerging outside the traditional tech hubs. Kenya might serve as the blueprint for similar rollouts across the continent.
But there are challenges. Issues like affordability, digital literacy, and local data sovereignty will be crucial. Still, this partnership signals that the global AI race is moving well beyond Silicon Valley and Beijing. And that's a good thing for democratizing access to these technologies.
Speaking of AI showing up in unexpected places, Hacker News flagged the first AI agent running directly on a smartwatch. The demo, shared on Twitter, shows an on-device agent answering questions and handling tasks right from your wrist. No phone or cloud connection needed.
That's wild. Smartwatches have always felt limited by their size and battery, so seeing an AI agent run locally is a real technical milestone. It points to a future where wearables aren't just notification screens, but active assistants, maybe even context-aware, always-on companions.
And for privacy advocates, this could be big. Keeping inference on-device means less personal data leaves your wrist. It'll be interesting to see how quickly this trickles out to mainstream consumer devices, and whether Apple, Google, or Samsung jumps on board. On the topic of AI agents, there's a new Python framework called Pincer making waves on GitHub. Pincer bills itself as a security-first agent framework, aiming to make it easier for developers to build robust, safe AI-powered bots.
Security is such an afterthought in most open-source agent toolkits, so it's good to see someone putting it front and center. As more of our workflows and even finances get automated by agents, having frameworks that make secure defaults easy is going to be critical.
Shifting to the economics of AI, ARK Invest's Big Ideas 2026 report is sparking debate on Hacker News. The report projects that AI costs will continue to drop dramatically, unlocking new applications and business models. But some are questioning whether these cost curve assumptions are actually realistic.
ARK is known for bold predictions, but the skepticism is warranted. We've already seen the price of compute and training plateau in some areas, and there are bottlenecks, chip shortages, power costs, even regulatory hurdles. So while AI is getting cheaper, there's no guarantee the curve stays steep forever.
It's a reminder that the hype around exponential declines in AI costs often glosses over real-world friction. Anyone betting their startup on $1 AI inference in 18 months should probably plan for contingencies. On a related note, research from Contrary argues that specialized AI systems may actually outperform the big general-purpose models in many scenarios. Their new report lays out the case for focusing on narrow, optimized agents instead of chasing AGI.
Makes sense. General models are flexible, but they're also expensive and often underperform in specialized tasks. We're seeing this pattern in medicine, law, and even creative fields. Smaller, domain-tuned models can be more accurate, faster, and cheaper. It's a bit of a return to the old expert system philosophy, but turbocharged by today's advances.
And that shift could open up opportunities for smaller players who can't compete with the likes of OpenAI or Google on scale, but can outcompete them in specific verticals. Jumping into the open source ecosystem, there's Ori Mnemos, a new persistent memory system for AI agents on GitHub. It promises to give AI agents long-term memory that survives restarts, improving continuity and learning over time.
That's huge for reliability. Most agents today are basically goldfish. No memory beyond a single session. Persistent memory means agents can learn from their mistakes, remember user preferences, and get better with each interaction. It brings us closer to truly adaptive, personal AI.
Another practical tool, OnWatch, a lightweight Go CLI for tracking API quotas across 6 AI providers, straight from your terminal. It uses less than 50 megabytes RAM, keeps all your data local, and doesn't phone home. Zero telemetry.
That's a developer quality of life upgrade, especially for anyone juggling multiple AI APIs with different usage limits. The privacy angle is refreshing too. No one wants their API keys or usage data floating around in someone else's cloud. It's a small but meaningful step toward transparent, user-first tooling.
Switching gears, Scientific American is reporting something counterintuitive. AI coding tools are actually causing some programmers to work longer hours, not less. Instead of freeing up time, these tools can generate more code and more bugs for devs to fix.
That's the paradox of productivity tech. When you accelerate output, you also accelerate problems downstream. AI can churn out boilerplate and prototypes fast, but debugging and integrating that code is still very human work. It's a reminder that AI makes us more efficient isn't a blanket truth. Context matters.
And it speaks to the need for better collaboration between AI and humans. Not just dumping code, but actively helping with testing, debugging, and documentation. Otherwise, we risk burning out the very people these tools are supposed to help. Zooming out, there's a thoughtful piece on Substack titled, "Amidst the AI Frenzy, Nobody is Taking the Human Side." It argues that as AI gets more powerful and ubiquitous, there's less focus on human needs, values, and psychological impacts.
That resonates. We talk so much about model accuracy, benchmarks, and profit, but not enough about what it means for people's sense of purpose, autonomy, or belonging. As AI weaves deeper into daily life, there's a risk of alienating or overwhelming users, especially those outside the tech bubble.
It's a call to broaden the conversation. If we want AI to be a net positive, we need more voices at the table, not just engineers and investors, but social scientists, ethicists, and everyday users. Finally, let's end with a glance at how the next generation is engaging with AI. Pew Research just dropped a report on how teens are using and perceiving AI. The headline, "Teens are both enthusiastic and skeptical, using AI for homework and creativity, but wary of privacy issues and misinformation."
That duality feels spot on. Teens are digital natives, but they're not naive. They see the upsides. Smarter search, essay help, creative tools, but they're also tuned in to the risks. Their attitudes will shape how AI is integrated into education, social life, and beyond.
And as today's teens become tomorrow's workforce and voters, their expectations and boundaries around AI will define the next era of tech policy and product design. Something for everyone in the AI world to keep in mind. That wraps up today's episode of Midnight Signal AI. For links to all the stories we discussed, check the show notes. Stay sharp. The future doesn't wait.